feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the handoff, now Murray. They'll give that one to Taylor, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
On the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Ravens.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
37-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
49-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
On play action, it's Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Josh Lambo.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
35-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
28-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Jaguar first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Murray. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And the Jaguar
from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Ravens 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Jackson now, operating from the gun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This throw caught right around the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Again, Jackson flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Jacksonville.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Escaping the play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Room to run at the 50. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
31, a 3-yard pickup.
From the 31, Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Jaguars.
They run with Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Taylor, the ball.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run once more with Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Jaguars.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
13. Go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking left side, and it's complete. And Andrews lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Jacksonville.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Again, it's Taylor.
2nd and 11.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
But it brings
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Picked off at the 35. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambeau lining
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I only anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
26.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Jaguars.
Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Makes the
point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambeau lining up for
yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens, they claw one back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
66.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked,
the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go,
Throwing again. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
All day, baby.
Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Jackson throwing after the interception. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Josh Lambeau to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Jacksonville.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw it, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card